Hello everybody. You may be wondering what's in this package. Well, this, you clicked on the video to see it, it's an original model Samsung Galaxy S. The first one from 2010. Now, this is a big pain to get one of these here where I live. Basically, you may think it's simple. Just go to eBay, search Samsung Galaxy S or S1, model I9000, which is the model number of this thing, and buy it, right? Simple. No, not simple. You see, back in these days, Samsung released different models of the phone in the US for some reason. They did this with the S1, the S2, but they still do this today, obviously, with the Snapdragon and Exynos, but starting with the S3, it was like they do it today. You just pretty much get a different processor and maybe a carrier logo or two, and some bloatware, depending on what carrier you get. But back then, they used a completely different design, not to mention the fact that they released like 5 different models. There was the Vibrant for T-Mobile, the Fascinate for Verizon, the Captivate for AT&T, and then the Epic 4G for Sprint. That one was weird. It has a QWERTY keyboard, it's a slider. But not to mention the fact that they have they have a completely different design, the most similar one to the original being the Vibrant, but they don't have the standard Galaxy S button layout that we knew for years. Here's an S4 with the one home button and then the 2 capacitive buttons on either side. That started with this phone. Instead, it had 4 capacitive buttons. And the main issue, though, is the fact that most of the US models didn't even get the software update to Android Gingerbread, which I consider the baseline for even doing anything with one of these old phones. And so I wanted to source the original, but I live in the US, if you can't already tell by my accent, which means it's not an easy task to get. I mean, they just simply weren't sold here. So you may be able to tell from this customs label, yeah, I imported this. It took like 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks to get here. It's I imported it from, as you can see here, this city in Estonia, which is a European country, Eastern European from what I gather. Now, it actually arrived around 4 days ago, but I was away on vacation. So I wasn't actually here to get it, and I literally just got back. So that's why I wasn't prepared with the phones that I was going to show with the capacitive buttons, because it was still in my bag that I had to unpack. But I imported the original model GT-I9000 from Estonia. I got a pretty good deal on it, 24 bucks plus 14 shipping. I was able to tell that it was running Android Gingerbread from the pictures that they showed of the status bar. It was the one used in the Galaxy S2 and Android Gingerbread. So now we are going to open this guy up. So first, let's look at the customs label. It says one used Nokia mobile phone, which they called it a Nokia mobile phone. I assume because they sell like mainly Nokias, and I believe that sellers usually use one customs label for all their stuff when shipping globally to avoid, that they know works, to avoid extra fees, I think. I believe that's why they did that. So I'm just gonna open this up. I'm so excited for this. Okay, it is wrapped up in this wrap here. I'm gonna cut through this tape with my stupid little old scissors here. Okay, it's taped on the top as well. Whoa. It's definitely shaped like a Galaxy S. This is gonna be my 3rd Samsung Galaxy phone. Oh, I already have the S3 and the S4, and look at that. Look at it. This is it for sure. I don't see the blue that's on the back. It's in pretty good condition, considering the age. It has a crack on the cover, which I must have not been able to tell from the pictures. Either that or it happened in shipping. But overall, it's fine. I mean, it's not in perfect condition, but for the price, I can't argue with that. You can see right from the beginning, they were having the power button on the side. That's something that Apple copied from them. Oh man. Alright, let's take a look inside behind the battery cover. It's unlocked, has no carrier logos, no micro SD card. It has the battery, which looks fine. Alright, put that on upside down. I'm assuming it's dead. I mean, it's probably the original battery, which probably doesn't even hold a good charge to begin with. And it's been in shipping for 3 weeks. I don't expect this to power on at all. Oh, it does! Galaxy S GT-I9000, Samsung. Display looks great, no burn-in, which I couldn't see from the photos anyway. Oh, I have been waiting to see that startup screen for weeks. Alright, so let's find English, United States. Skip the SIM card. Okay, that's fine. Use packet data. Okay. Connect to Wi-Fi. I'm gonna plug this in before before it dies. I can't believe it's still holding a charge. Got a Samsung knockoff cable, I think, and it's I think official Samsung power brick. Alright. This is a strong cable. It feels like a pretty weak charging port, but it's 10 years old. I mean, come on. And, yeah, whatever. Google location's fine. Location consent, sure. We won't set up a Google account for now. Alright, finish. Alright, we are in. Let's see. Yep, this is definitely gingerbread. Let's see, just to make sure. Yeah, 2.3.6, and I should actually be able to pull up the image that these things had. Seriously, I know gingerbread has one of these, but it seems like none of my phones will have it trigger. Do I have to hold? No. Oh, I love the feel of that button. Can I hold? Yeah, I have to get to the app switcher. Can I get the default wallpaper that these things had? That's what I want to see. No, not gallery. There's nothing in here. Oh, there's... Looks like there's photos? What? It has the Play Store? Okay, what is this? I guess I'll just delete them all. Or reset the device. But yeah, it's running the right version of Android. Feels fine. It has the Play Store for some reason. Maybe that's just a thing. I think maybe that's just a thing with Android 2.3.6. All share. Oops. So it works. I'm just gonna make sure there isn't any other information on here, like a Google account or anything. No accounts. It seems like they just forgot to delete their photos, which is weird. Oops, looks like I accidentally took a capture of the screen. Well, I'm not gonna snoop around at anyone's stuff, so I think I'm just gonna run a reset. Yeah, format USB storage. Looks like they forgot to hit formatting USB storage, which says it's where the photos are stored. So that's probably it. But I'm really glad this is on the right version of Android and everything. So I'm going to get this set up, and then we'll take a look. Alright, round 2. Alright, we're back. Still has the Play Store. Which I guess must just be a thing with this firmware version of Gingerbread. Are the photos gone? It uses the default gallery app, no TouchWiz version. Yeah, no items, so we're good now on that front. Boom, boom. We got 7 whole pages. Now back to what I was trying to do. Whoa! I love the way that moves. Back what I was trying to do before was to set the original wallpaper that these things used. Is it this one? It might be. Yeah, I think it is. Let's set it. No. Maybe it got removed in the update to gingerbread, which is fine. We got this nice grassy one. For now, though, I'll just go with the default. This looks like the S2's default wallpaper, probably because it is. I'm really happy that it has the Play Store by default, which means I don't have to go and install an APK. So, and it has a file manager, which means, well, that after the browser stops working and Play Store stops working, there'll still be a way to install APKs on here. It feels smooth. So I think I'm going to get my Google account hooked up to this. Try to install some apps, maybe. Just take a look at everything. Also, what's the battery at? Full! Man, this is a good battery. Look at that design. It's still a bit dirty. It's going to need a clean. Oh yeah, we should probably test some things, like, does the camera work, first of all? Camera's fine. We already showed that Wi-Fi is fine. We could probably... Okay, I can't draw in here. Let me find an app that I can draw. Write and Go? No. I want to just... Okay, let's see. Just want to see, make sure all the touchscreen is working. Yep, touchscreen is fine. I'd say that this, so far, seems to be a fully functional Samsung Galaxy S. So I'm going to get everything hooked up, and then I'll be back to give an update. Alright, so it's been a few hours, and I think it's time to finish this video off. So, I've just been using this for the past few hours, just getting a first impressions of it. And I'm not going to say anything much about the software, but as you can see, as proof I've been using it, I've rearranged some of these icons, I've got some apps installed, and I've got it all up and running. I put an SD card in it. Everything works great. There's nothing wrong with the phone's functionality. Everything is fully functional. That being said, this is in rough shape. I mean, the finish on the side bezel's rubbed off. Obviously, the crack in the back cover in this. You may call it not good condition. I call it well-aged. This is a phone that's been used. It's not often that you see this off of eBay, especially when I'm trying to buy these phones in good condition. I mean, for the price I got this at, I'm totally satisfied with it. I'm fine. I don't care as much about the cosmetic condition as much as the functionality. That's obviously #1 priority. And it works fine, so I'm satisfied with it. But a couple things I have noticed, with that out of the way, I'm not going to complain about it a little more. A couple things that I have noticed, really just one thing, the battery. Look at that. Someone's taking a bite out of it. Oh, man. In truth, it was probably just dropped. I mean, it is a removable battery. And the plastic's cracked off. But if you look in there, there's some sort of welding point, I believe, or something. It's not punctured, so it doesn't matter. Just don't want to drop it again. And the battery works fine. For a 10-year-old battery, I'm 2012, okay, so it's been replaced. I can't believe I didn't notice that until now. Okay, so it has been replaced, but 8-year-old battery, it lasts pretty well. I can get another couple of years out of this thing if I'm using it sometimes a little bit without having to replace it. But eventually I'll go replace the battery in the back cover, and then I think it'll be decent. The only issue is that the finish is rubbed off here, but I don't really care about that. And the battery works fine. It seems to hold a charge decently. I mean, it definitely has some wear, but that's to be expected. Another thing, you can't really see it as much anymore. These were literally caked with dirt. The speaker grills. 10 years worth of dirt in there. It had never been cleaned. So, I went ahead and cleaned that out with a little screwdriver, a little tiny flathead screwdriver that fit perfectly in there. And so now it's at least a lot cleaner than it was before. So, am I satisfied with my purchase? Am I glad I purchased it? The answer is yes. Very satisfied. It's factory unlocked, so there's no stupid carrier bloatware. I mean, just look at this. Look, I've got my HTC One. This is a phone from 2013, as you can see. It's an HTC One M7 in blue. Everything looks fine. There's a little AT&T folder, but it only has 2 things in it, right? That's until you go to Settings, scroll down to those apps, Filter by Disable, and oh man. Look at all that carrier bloatware. This is what I'd have to deal with if I got a carrierized US version. And believe me, I know these have a lot of bloatware. I've seen the screenshots of these things apps drawers. But this is the unlocked version, so it has nothing. I mean, it has a couple Samsung things, but I don't really care about that. I mean, Samsung apps and Think Free Office I don't care about, as well as All Share, but I think that, yeah, whatever. But things like the memos, the mini diary, Write and Go, and the photo editor, I mean, these are all good additions, especially the file browser. I'm going to make a dedicated video on why file browsers in any Android phones being built in from the factory are important, but I'm not going to go into that here. Another thing I'm not sure about is, was the speaker grill originally black or was it silver? I'm pretty sure it was black, but even still, I don't care if it's a bit worn down. It's photo time. HTC One, you're getting a use now. Yeah, it was originally black, so nothing there. So, completely satisfied. I'll have a full review of using this thing in 2020 out, hopefully in a couple weeks, although it might get delayed further because I have a bunch of videos I need to edit, but this video is first priority, so this is going to be the first in many videos I'm going to be producing over the next few weeks. I'm back to YouTube right now, by the way. At least until my school starts, I'm going to be trying to pump out a lot of good content for you guys. I'm sorry I was away for so long, but I'm back now. I've got some videos I recorded like a month ago as well that are going to be coming out. Maybe. I don't know. I still have a lot of decisions to make on what I want to upload. And I think it's going to be focused on phones for the next little bit. But I want to make some good content for you guys. Thanks for supporting me, and I'll see everybody next time. Thanks for watching. I did it.